J Money, aka Jeff Jackson, has said on a podcast that he will be announcing the next Oilers manager in the next 7 to 10 days. And that person is revealed to be me. Alright, well, it's JMax Sports here. And yes, you did get clickbaited. Not that Jeff Jackson saying there's a new Oilers GM in the next 7 to 10 days. That's true. But obviously, and unfortunately, I am not the next Oilers general manager. But today, we will be talking about what the general manager of the Edmonton Oilers still needs to do after he comes here. And we're going to be doing it in Puckpedia's new mode, Puck GM. And why am I doing this? Well, a lot of you have asked what I would do if I was the GM of the Edmonton Oilers right now. But thankfully, we are in our golden days. There's not much to do, but there are two needs that we still need to address here. But first of all, let's fix the lineup here, right? This is my preferred lineup. And if everything goes right, lineup. First off, we're going to put Jeff Skinner. I know. Nugent Hopkins, McDavid, Hyman, perfect line. But let's spread the love. Let's get Jeff Skinner 50 goals here. So I'm going to put him with McDavid and Hyman in the first line. But for the second line, you know what? Let's just get into the RFAs first. The two most important RFAs we still have left to sign here is Dylan Holloway and Philip Broberg, right? Would be around the 1 million mark, right? That's what it's reported to be, so that's what we're going to sign him to. After you re-sign Holloway, I think you have to put him in the top 6. I know, I'm not, this is not a demotion for Nuge, right? It's just to balance the lineup, right? So there's Holloway, Draisaitl, Arvidsson. Incredible. Now for the third line, this might be a stretch, but listen, hear me out, right? Yes, Nugent Hopkins, Adam Henrique, and Matthew Savoy. Yes, sir. I do believe that he'll make it out of camp and make it into the team on opening night. And I think this is perfect, honestly. You have two defensively capable guys, two defensively capable veterans with good offensive skill here. Savoy starts in a third line role with the Oilers, right wing. That's what he's projected to be. And I think this is perfect. He's supported by two great players here that know how to play the game. Of course, for the fourth line, this is where one problem needs to be addressed. Fourth line is Matthias Janmark and Connor Brown, but you need a right shot fourth line centerman. Now, I understand Derek Ryan. We have Derek Ryan, right? But I'm less confident in him now than I was 2 years before. So ideally, he wouldn't be in the lineup every night. So we're going to find a fourth line right shot center. And I've mentioned this player before, Nick Dowd. I think he's perfect. Although the problem here is Washington did do trades that make them better. So I'm not sure if they want to give up Nick Dowd, because I think they'll be a good team. But if they actually sucked, I would like us to go for Nick Dowd. And I don't think it'll be as expensive as it once was, which was last year, with a horrendous first round pick they were asking. Now he's on an expiring deal. I think it'll be easier. So what we're going to do here is, listen, here's a disclaimer. I've seen this in multiple cap friendlies where people comment, oh, this team wouldn't accept this, or this team wouldn't accept this. You wouldn't know, I wouldn't know. There's no point, right? Would you have believed me if I told you we got Matt Savoy for Ryan McLeod and Tyler Tullio? Would you believe the Capitals got Jacob Chikrin for a third and Nick Jensen? No. So let's stop acting like this is an automatic no for the other team. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to give up a third for Nick Dowd, as well as Raphael Lavoie, who just can't find himself on the team. I think he deserves a chance somewhere. I think the Capitals will give it to him. And yeah, I think this is a fair trade. Lavoie and a third for Nick Dowd. Perfect. And Nick Dowd perfectly fits what we're looking for as a fourth line right shot center. Great defensively. I've talked about him already in my last video. Don't need too much words there. But Matthias Janmark, Nick Dowd, and Connor Brown there. Corey Perry, obviously, he's not going to play the full 82. He's going to be a in and out kind of guy, the Jason Spezza of the Oilers now, for when Jason Spezza was still with the Leafs. Evander Kane, I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. I hope he starts the season in LTIR. I hope he's in the LTIR until the playoffs start. But for now, I can't find him fitting with the team the way this goes right now. So for now, the hope is Evander Kane starts in the LTIR, so we have more cap space. Next up is defense. We don't need to do much with the first pair here. That's perfect. Matthias Ekholm, Evan Bouchard, best first pairing in the league. Don't at me, bro. But here comes the big problem. A second pairing right shot D-man. Now I know Nurse and Broberg did well in the finals there, being put together, but I still really believe Nurse needs a proper right shot defenseman here. But here's the problem. There's not many available. If any. If there was ones available, then it's like on a rival team. I was thinking of Rasmus Anderson or Jordan Spence. They're not going to give us any of those. So just scratch them off the list. And now who's left? Every team believes in their team currently. That's why it's more of a playoff, or it's more of a trade deadline move, because that's when teams know if they suck or not. But for now, it's hard to find because everyone believes they're a playoff team, except for like 3 teams, right? But if I do want a realistic fix now, I'd rather have one now and then get another one in the trade deadline if it's still not fixed. Because I'd rather 2 tries than 1. We could give the guy we acquire now more time with the team, and hopefully he gets in the groove and becomes a legit second pairing defenseman with Darnell Nurse. First off, there's a poison here that we need to get rid of. Cody Ceci needs to be traded away because we need the cap space. Anaheim, hello. Please do us a favor and take Ceci. I truly believe Ceci is not a negative asset, to be honest with you, but I don't know. Well, to be safe then, I guess, here's our 4th this year. We already have the census 4th this year anyway, with the Yarventi trade, Borgo trade. So here's Ceci a 4th. We just need to get rid of Ceci's contract. I would love Ceci on the 3rd pair if he wasn't $3 million a year, but he is, so see ya. Now where Broberg fits in the 3rd pair LD spot, I know Broberg has played right defense before, and he's honestly comfortable in right defense, but I still believe that Kulak needs to be the veteran here. He needs to be the one playing his offside, and Broberg, to me, is going to be a star. He's going to be so good. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, this kid is real. Like, he's here now. He's arrived. And as for the second pairing right shot defenseman to play with Darnell Nurse, this could be a little bit of a reach, but since the Avs are in cap hell, especially once Landeskog and Nichushkin come back, maybe, just maybe, Josh Manson could be up on the trade block. More likely Sam Girard, but hopefully it's Manson because he just fits what we need here. And I'm not going to lie to you, just throw them the first. This is a great contract, 4.5 for the next 2 years. I'm taking that all day for Josh Manson. He might be slightly overrated, but still, he's the type of profile we need in this team, and I'd throw a first in there, I'm not gonna lie. Just straight up, Manson for a first, there you go. And of course, Manson fits with Darnell Nurse. Those two are gonna make a great pairing if it ever happens, but yeah, that's how it is looking right now, and this is probably what we're gonna be running for a while. But just to expand on the idea that there's no top 4 RDs available, like, who's up on the block, really? Like, Connor Murphy? Trevor Van Riemsdyk? Those aren't really that enticing. Tell me in the comments who should we be trading for, because there's not much. And of course, the goalies, Stuart Skinner and Calvin Pickard. I would love to see, where is he? Olivier Rodrigue here get a chance. He's been great in the AHL. I would like to see Olivier Rodrigue starting some games, maybe in the back half of the season, but I would like to see it happen. Look at this team, man. Oh my god, how far we've come. Look at this. This is a Stanley Cup champions right here. These are your 2025 Stanley Cup champions. Take it all in, Oilers fans, because we're winning multiple cups in the next couple of years. I promise you that. Let's go, Oilers. Before I leave, I'd like to thank our sponsors, El Nada, because it's nothing and it doesn't exist. I have no sponsors.